Well, good morning, people. It's Sunday, March 29th. Not even 9 o'clock a.m. I'm Joe Clyda for AscensionPathway.com and the Evan Fain YouTube channel. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to tell you that a couple days ago, I had watched the National Weather Report and saw that they were moving the clouds in by Sunday. And I told you even on yesterday's video that you watch the National Weather Report, watch the jet stream, look where they say the cloud flow is, and the jets are spraying. There is no clouds anymore. And just to prove what I said was correct, look what they've done after 2 days of no plume. Look at the mess up in that western sky. It's already wisped and X's and the grid's almost completely built. It's all different layers. Look at this crap up in here. Look at that. It's just unbelievable, but it's believable because I've been predicting this. I've been telling people this. Look at this chemtrails here. It's all starting to dissipate and fall from the sky already. This is as I move to the southern sky. Got some blue in between, but you can see in the background all the friggin' rails as they build the grid. This is your cloud coverage that the National Weather Report says are clouds. This is not clouds by any friggin' means. And as I go up a little bit, you can see the wisp here. And then look it up here. We got a guy spraying. Jeez. And they're all spraying. There's so much spraying going on, it's beyond belief. As I pan into that eastern sky, look at this mess. Look at this mess. As I look up at the sun, look at this bomb here. Look at this. Look at the trail. Look at, I mean, this is just in your face chemtrail activity. Look at this. Northern sector. It's just completely sprayed out. Completely sprayed. Look at these chemtrails. This is your so-called clouds. There is no more real clouds anymore. When are people going to get this? Look at the wisp back in here. Look at the chemtrail bombs. It's just non-stop today, and it's going to be. So I beg you, look at your National Weather Report in the state that you live in. See where they're flying in the clouds, because they're not clouds anymore. We call them cloudoids. And you'll see for yourself. Just look outside. You can see what they're doing. Look at how this bomb over here is already broke apart in wisps. This is just insane, insanity. This is craziness. And people think that this is real. I don't know what people think anymore. Look at this. Every commercial that shows the sky now on TV, it's got chemtrail activity. Everything. Wherever you see TV and they show outside views, it's all chemtrail to condition you to this. Isn't this simply just, oh my gosh, it's just, I don't know what you want to call it. It's nightmarish. Look at this X here. Look at this. My God, it makes me sick to my stomach to see this. But now you know. Just look at the National Weather Report. Look at where they're bringing in the clouds. That's where they're spraying. It's all sprayed. It's all chemtrails. And look at this chemtrail bomb that's right over top of my head. Look how that's dissipating. And look over here how it turned into little puffs. So the people will be confused. See that? My gosh, look at all this. This stuff's already fallen from the sky here. Unbelievable. Fin working out in the back. It's going to be a non-stop assault all day. And we're going to show you. We're going to show you everything. Helicopter action here in Cottonwood, Arizona to prove to you that the military action is starting to form here. They militarize the state. Have the FEMA camps ready for next year. All right, here's the weather report as told by the Weather Channel for the Arizona, Cottonwood, Sedona area. Northern Arizona in particular. 10 a.m. mostly sunny. Well, we were out there a little sooner than that, and we showed you what went down. It's not mostly sunny. And then by 11, partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy. And then at 4 p.m., mostly sunny. How are they going to pull that off? It's going to be interesting. 4 p.m. on, mostly sunny. By 5, it's going to be sunny, then mostly sunny, so they're going to keep spraying a little bit, then partly cloudy, so the chemtrails will finally wear away, and then clear into the evening, according to them. We'll see what's going on. Okay, here's the AccuWeather radar forecast. Now take a look at what state you live in. So right now I'm in Arizona, and see that? That's all chemtrail activity. We went out there, we documented it. So wherever you see the clouds, this is where they're spraying. So they're spraying this part of the western sector of the United States. These people up here, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, Seattle, they're getting hit. Montana is getting hit real hard with the chemtrail activity. And then over here you can see in the Midwest what they're doing. See that? All chemtrail activity. If you look outside, if you live in those states, you'll see the jets up there spraying. The clouds are fake. The weather is fake. Just go verify it for yourself, and you'll see for yourself. I'd like to hear some comments from those people in other states so you can understand what they're really doing to us. Okay, we're back about an hour later or so. I just want to show you what's been going on. You can see these trails have already wisped out. Look at how it blanketed the whole sky. It's all wisped out. There's some finned work back in there. You know, and then eventually tonight, when the sun goes down, it'll turn pink and gold and copper looking, and people think it's so beautiful. When in fact it's nothing of the sort. There you see, look at that glob back in there. That'll all be wisping out real soon as that breaks apart. We'll be back. The jets have slowed a little bit. Not a lot of action right now, but I'm sure they'll be back. We'll get them. Just about 5 minutes later, just look what they did here. They bombed it from there all the way across the blue sky, okay? And then they stopped into those whiffs over there to continue the grid work. Then up over here, this guy laced this right here. And you can see how far back he went with that. It went all the way down. Actually, that guy did that grid there too. That's a different grid. That grid goes to that bomb there. Okay, the bomb I showed you over here, this one here has already been dispersed, so they're just trying to extend it. As they're lacing that in there, then back here, you can see that's been there for a while. It's already starting to thin out a little bit. Finned work back in there, it's already thinning out. Looking over here, wisps. This is just in the eastern sector now. I haven't even looked at the other sectors. But that's what's going on right now. You can see the chemtrail rainbow. And then if you look close enough, we got a guy spraying some plume right over there. He was real discreet about it too. He's spraying off and on. Typical spraying off and on. See how it's intermediate there? See how he's doing that? Nice and intermediate. Covertly with a couple of spots in between. There's his trail all the way there. There's the X marks the spot there. So they continue the grid work. As we head into that northern sector, there's lines there. Lines all the way across there. Lines back in there. Back in there. As they complete the grid, I'm expecting some guys to fly back in this area here where it's blue into that western sky. But they are moving it from south to northeast. So we're going to keep a lookout on that western sky to see if they decide to change at the last moment. But there you see, as I pan around, you can see what's going on. It's just awful. As I look into the southern sky, you can see the chemtrail lines. You can see the disbursement. The whole sky. Let me show you. Sun blocked. Whole sky covered in gray. Got a little bit of a hole in the grid there, but not much. It's all dispersing. And as I pan back over there, look at that line over there. That's just ready to disperse into that rest of that blue over there, so the whole sky is covered. And if you look, you can see the separation of the lines. If I pan all the way back, you can see how it's all dispersed into a gray haze. And over here, you can almost see some of the soot starting to turn gray. I don't know if you're picking that up or not yet, but it'll all be gray and probably pink and orange and copperish looking as it gets later and the sun settles down into the west. We got local skydivers skydiving right into the soot as it falls from the sky. Here's one guy. His buddy's right over here. See if I can reel him in. There he is. They're falling right into the soot, breathing it at a faster velocity than we are down below, but in any event, I guess you gotta still enjoy life while you got time. What if they're sick? Okay, we're back about 1:15 in the afternoon. And look what they've done. This is the western sky, completely covered with gray soot from the chemtrails. As I pan to the northern sector, you can see the lines that they sprayed all the way across. Got some cartoon cloudoids back in there. Some people say, well, they look like real clouds. Well, we know they're not because they got the soot on the bottom. Real cumulus clouds are completely white. Okay? That's got all kinds of soot on the bottom of those clouds. Okay? But in the meantime, if you look, you can still see little parts of blue in between the grid. But that's all going to blanket. It's all going to be covered. And when these cloudoids break apart, that's going to be a big mess. If you look over here, you can see it's got the cartoon effect look to them. Alright, and as I pan to that eastern sky, we still got a little bit of blue left there. They're moving it from the south west to northeast, according to the Weather Channel. They're moving in that direction. Here's the guy who just sprayed another line up in there. You can see the soot back in there already falling from the sky. As I pan into that western sector, that's where it's all coming from, that southwestern sector, completely gray. Little bit of a hole in the grid back over there, soon to be covered. Not to worry about that, that'll all be covered. Straight up, completely gray. Oh my gosh, you see what I see. It's just totally disgusting. Over here, one more shot over here where that blue is. You can see the soot already starting to wisp the way down off that sky. See it? It's already coming down in wisps. Yeah, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and look what this guy did. Okay. He started over here, sprayed, nice long rail into that western sky, right into the soot over there and disappeared. Alright, we're back just before 4. There's that chemtrail bomb I showed you previously. It's really starting to break up. That's how thick it was. But look at the haze and the wisps on that horizon. Look at that. Wow, look at the wisp there, how that all just fell apart. Hole in the grid's broken up just like they predicted it would. But look at those wisps. Look at the length of how that is just feathered right out. And over here in that southern sector, look at those wisps. They're finned wisps. Wow, and look way in the back, if you can see way in the back. You can see the finned work back there. It's already black, already started purple, gray, whatever color you want to call it. As I keep panning to that eastern sector, you can see the white soot up there as it falls apart out of these chemtrails as it comes down lower. Cartoon cloudoids way in the back. Those will be breaking up soon. Then as I pan over here, this is where it's really going to start getting good. can still see a lot of the grid work. Okay, big cloudoid bomb right there with the soot hanging on the bottom. That's going to collapse real soon. Hopefully I can get you that footage. Then as I keep moving to that northern sector, like I said, they're moving it from south to north. And there you can see over there, look at the fin work on the bottom of that big bomb. It's just a matter of time before that all collapses. Now it's really going to get good as I pan over here. Okay, look back in there. You can see funnel shapes as that stuff is just collapsing down. Just collapsing down. It's totally amazing. And as I walk over here, I want to keep this footage going here. I'm on foot. I want to get a better spot where you could see that fin work and the wisp work. Look on the top of that grid. On the very top, you can almost see some fin work in there. But the main focus is that big cloudoid, where people still think those are clouds. Then why would they be collapsing in funneled shape soot bombs being dropped on the unsuspecting public? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Okay. But there you have it. Oh boy, what a day. Well, as the grid broke apart, this is what we got left. Check out the sandbar look on these fins. Look at that. And over here too. All right, we're back in that northern sector. I just want to show you how that so-called cloudoids that was all back in here. Look, where'd they go? Sure, there's a few back here. They haven't broke up yet. You see the ones up here? It's already got the gray, so it's gonna fall. So I wanted to show you that. And then I'm gonna pan over here. Look how this is all whisked away. And you can see the grayness in the soot as it starts to fall, as the sun goes down. Isn't that nasty? Sun, white, should be yellow. All right, look at this guy. Looks like a red tail. Could be a silver bullet. He's spraying on and off. Right now he's not spraying anything. Let me show you what he did. And back it up, he sprayed this. And he sprayed that. And all of a sudden he's not spraying? What's up with that? Back on him, and he looks like a red tail. Won't be able to tell till I upload the video and see it in on the bigger screen. Waiting for him to spray some more plume. Look. Well, he's out of there. Well, I'm outside a parking lot, and I just wanted to show you this. This is the soot that's all turning black, just like I had foreseen and told you many, many times before. Look it up in here, that's all turning black, as those were once big clumps of clouds that people thought were real, all broken into little parts that eventually break into these lines of soot. Look at the soot all the way across that sky. All the way across. It's all black. Okay, we're back. It's about 6:30, and this is what I want to show you. Look at that chemtrail activity. It all turned to black soot over that horizon. Look at that. Look at the lines. Look how it extends all the way across. Look at that. Then back in there, look how notorious that is. Looks like a tornado as the soot falls from the sky. Look at all that. Way in the back there, that's all purpley soot, way in the back there. Okay, look how thick those rails are with black soot. Isn't that something? Look, you can almost count the rails. Look how black that is. Just take a good look. Look at this. And up here you can see it falling apart. Look at the particles. Then up here some asshole came by and sprayed another plume right through there. And then they plumed it up right there with double rails. See, one all the way across there, and then the other one starts there. And if you follow it across, it comes out the other end, and then they just let it go, just to fill in this. If you look up here, you can see it was finned just a few minutes ago and it all broken apart in the wisps. Isn't that something? Wow. With that black soot and that horizon there. That's that northern sector. Like I told you, they were moving it into the north. But look at that funnel as that falls apart. Eastern sky kind of cleared off a little bit. Still some remnant back in there. But there you have it. And we're going to continue to document what we figure and feel is the black ops going on here as they bring in the militarized state. There you see another helicopter. He's flying real low. What's he doing? I mean, come on. Alright, we're out for the last documentation tonight. I just wanted to show you because I told you before how the colors were going to change. And there they are. You can see the copper, the pink, all the different colors in that back horizon. I'm not going to go to the mountain and get a wide open view, but you can get the idea. Because this has been happening all the time. I've had this in other documentations. But for the most part, the soot has cleared off somewhat. It's still falling drastically from the sky everywhere. Got a couple of bombs there. But hopefully, I'm going to look at the weather report again for tomorrow. See where they're going to be blowing the clouds in. That's where they'll be spraying. You can bet on it. One last documentation here. As you can see the pink and the orange and all the different, what people would say, oh, it's beautiful. You can see over here to the right, the purple soot's already falling. That's a little bit lower than that orangish pink or whatever color it's showing up on the camera. As I go up here, you can see these wisps already changed colors. And they'll soon be black as soon as that sun goes over the horizon. And then over there, look at that. Look how notorious that looks as it falls apart from that chemtrail. You can see the different particles of the soot in that line. Here, let me get it back in for you. Let me get it back in for you so you can see it really good. Right there, look at that. Like it has light energized particles. Energized from EMF frequencies, because how can that be lit up like that? Wow. That is really something. Really, really something. Alright, Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com and the Evan Fain YouTube channel signing off for Sunday. The last Sunday in March in 2015.